this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on a very important concept, which is around the fortune awakening in your life specific to your Lagna. So guys, we have had already our discussion on that. There is one technique which is very widely used, that whichever planet is your 9th house lord and the maturity of that planet. So like for example, Mars matures at 28 years of age. So if specific to your Lagna, Mars becomes your 9th house lord, so that means the general rule followed by majority of the astrologer is that when after your 28 years of age, luck will start supporting you. And a lot many astrologers follow different technique, that whichever planets are going to be placed in your 9th house, they take out the average of that, and basis that they predict that this specific age is going to be the fortune awakening time for you. After and beyond this age, luck will start supporting you in all of your endeavors. But guys, over here as well, I will be explaining you some alternative way of looking at this same thing through the house activation technique as well. And guys, over here I will be explaining and presenting my real life as a case study as well. So just because for the beginners, you must be knowing this thing, that in our chart, 9th house is the most auspicious house. This is the house of the divine grace, of the blessings of your father, teachings, guidance, motivation. All of that is attached with the 9th house. But over and above that, one force which act as a guardian angel, one force which is always there as a divine shield protecting you, is the luck, which is always supporting you. So now guys, like the way I was explaining about my case study, so even at the time when I was in India, I have not taken much of the international travels. The only travels which I have taken, whether it's about with family, with friends, or by myself, is the pilgrimages, because if you are in India and majority of the pilgrimage sites are in such a beautiful places, so going there from the capital city of Delhi, from where I am from, it's altogether a very heavenly experience. And definitely after that, when you visit that shrine, so that experience is also very enlightening. So now what happened is that if I were to share my own chart, I'm a Aries Lagna. Right now I'm in the Saturn Mahadasha, and within Saturn Mahadasha, I'm in the Antardasha of the moon as well right now. In my case, moon is my 4th house lord, and I still had this very blur idea that during this Antardasha, because you know that moon Antardasha is never that long, there might be those circumstances which might align in such a way that I might have to visit back to my native place, to India. But the way I have designed my life over here, because I am already a Canadian citizen, and you know that every monthly chores and rent and different classes, different commitments, so I never had this idea that I don't know and I don't feel that circumstances could align this way that I might have to wrap up everything and go back to India. But just because the way circumstances got aligned, I already booked my tickets. In October, I'm actually going back to India. And the way I'm planning this move is like I am already selling all of my stuff over here, and it's just like that. It's going to be very big shift and move. So guys, what does it tell about? But moreover, the thing to pay attention over here is that why I told this whole story, because when we talk about anything to do with the 9th house, it has to do with your travels as well. So 9th house, which is chiefly connected with your luck, is intricately connected with your long distance travel as well. And guys, this is where the house activation technique helps. Like the way a lot many times when we read about those royal figures or political figures as well, like specifically in all those political parties and countries where some sort of things to do with the birthright is very prevalent. Like for example, the son became president or prime minister only because the father had untimely demise. So as you can see over here, that two things happened simultaneously: for someone to for father to die and ascension to the political power. So that is how we can see that specifically when we talk about the 9th house, the activation of your luck and somehow your long distance travels are very intricately connected. Now definitely guys, a lot goes into play, for example, which planet is your ninth house lord, in which condition is in, what sort of dashas are currently happening in your case. But a lot many times guys, all what you have to do is that you have to be subconsciously observant that how specific events are triggering what sort of events in your life. Like the way I mentioned this thing in my case, all of those travels or like pilgrimages which I have had planned, they were always very sudden in nature. Like there was some sudden spark and I was like, okay, I need to go to Kashi Vishwanath, I need to plan a trip to the Kamakhya temple. And ever since, or whenever I come back after that pilgrimage, some sort of good news I received, one form or another form. Now as you can give attention to that, in my case I'm a Aries Lagna, so in the ninth house you find the energy of the planet Jupiter in the form of the Sagittarius sign. So that in itself is indicating this thing that for the Aries Lagna natives, okay, now we can shift our discussion to all the customized Lagnas. So starting first with the Aries Lagna natives, you will definitely find some sort of connection that whenever you will undertake any of the long distance travel, now this could be for any of the purposes, somehow it will also activate the fruits or attribute of your ninth house. So guys, over here, basis my own personal life, I am a witness of this principle or concept working. And if you're watching this video, if you are also an Aries Lagna, so you can share your experiences over here. Now definitely guys, a lot of things varies. Like let's say for example, if this is what your part of job is, that like every once in 2 weeks you have to take long distance international travel. This could be connected to business, this could be connected to your lifestyle, but how it has happened other areas of your life, so I will look forward to your suggestion. But in lot many cases guys, it has been seen that specifically for the Aries Lagna natives, any of the long distance travels generally somehow trigger the positive fruits and attributes of their luck at the same time. Like the way guys, we say this thing that even when it comes down to the upayas, the remedies for the planets, we say this thing that for the Ketu, it is always recommended to do the ritual in a small capacity, like getting organizing Sundarkand part or organizing Shiv Rudrabhishek part. But when it comes down to for the Rahu, we say that big ritual, like recitation of the Mahamrityunjay mantra, or it is recitation of the japa or the mantra chant of the Rahu in certain number, done by 2-3 priests for certain number of days. So that is what I'm trying to say over here, is that specifically for the Aries Lagna natives, long distance travel has got this potential to somehow activate some aspect of their luck in the same time. Now guys, moving ahead. Now for the Taurus Lagna natives. So guys, as you can see over here, that for the Taurus Lagna natives, in your ninth house you find the energy of the Capricorn. So a lot many times what has been seen that the Taurus Lagna natives, specifically any of the long distance travel, this could be connected to their work, this could be some official or business travel as well, but a lot many times any of the long distance travel undertaken by them always has a positive impact in their business front as well, in their professional career front as well. Now guys, that is a different case, because over here we have to blend a lot many things. We have to blend the attributes of the ninth house, we have to blend the qualities of the Capricorn sign as well, because Capricorn has got everything to do with your profession, and ninth house has got everything to do with the divinity, search and quest for the divine guidance. So this is what has been seen in lot many charts, in lot many of the Taurus Lagna natives. Guys, like the way I have been saying this thing, like because I am doing astrology as a full-time profession, and it's not only a part of profession, I'm passionate about it as well. So I'm all the time, whatever happens in my life, I immediately check the transit chart. I immediately check that how the Antardasha, Pratantardasha, Sukshma Dasha was promising that, why this event out of the blue happened. So if you are that observant, you will definitely find some say. So generally for the Taurus Lagna native, this could actually work as one of the very tested remedy for you, that pilgrimages actually have a very positive impact in your professional front as well. Let's say for example you are already going through some sort of deadlock, impasse situation where things are going very bad at your professional front. So with this wish in your mind that if I will go for that pilgrimage, with this wish that things are gonna be better at my workplace, or I will get that next opportunity which I am eyeing for. So generally pilgrimages prove to be very fruitful for the Taurus Lagna native basis this logic, the house activation technique. Now guys, when we talk about the Gemini Lagna natives, so guys, as you can see over here that in your case in the 9th house you will find the energy of the Aquarius. So again guys, like the way the whole house activation technique which we are using over here, that a lot many times it has been seen that any of the pilgrimages or long distance travels undertaken by the Gemini Lagna natives tend to remain very fruitful in this regard, that it actually make them open and eligible towards some new opportunity, like something which is out of the ordinary, unusual or extraordinary. Again guys, like the way in certain cases when we talk about something which is there as a part of your conscious awareness, that is the domain of conscious planets. But whenever Rahu comes into play, because as you know that the co-rulership of the Aquarius along with the planet Saturn goes to the Rahu as well. So just because in your case in your 9th house you will have this energy, so generally it has been seen that any of the sudden unplanned long distance travel by the Gemini Lagna natives, or this could be something with a very well planned pilgrimage by a Gemini Lagna, generally somehow whenever you will wrap up any of that pilgrimage, any of that travel, that will somehow activate or trigger some sort of opportunity for the Gemini Lagna natives. Definitely guys, over here you have to be observant. If this is what a part of your lifestyle is, then that's a different case. And again guys, over here it's just not like that, because we have to blend two things. We have to blend the attributes of the 9th house and we have to blend the attributes of the Aquarius as well. So it does not have to be only with an intent of pilgrimage. Let's say for example if you are a very strong enthusiast in history, in different foreign culture, or understanding different languages, or traveling to a new place and all. So if even a travel undertaken with this intent can also activate some new opportunity for the Gemini Lagna natives as well. Again guys, whatsoever your observation is, if this is what your Lagna is, go back down your memory lane. Like let's say for example if in 2019 suddenly you took a trip to Europe, or suddenly you took a pilgrimage, immediate after that what sort of event happened for you, and please feel free to write that in the comment section. Now guys, moving ahead, now for all the Cancer Lagna natives. So guys, as in your case, as you can see that you will find the energy of the Pisces over there in your 9th house. So again guys, the whole concept over here is that we are trying to blend two attributes. We are trying to blend the qualities of the Pisces now for your Lagna with the and matching it with the 9th house attributes. So guys, a lot many times it has been seen that whatsoever is bothering the Cancer Lagna natives, now this could be worries on the account of some office problem, this could be any health related concern, this could be any rivalry, court case, lawsuit, any of the trouble, any of the thing which is very strongly bothering you. So generally it has been seen that any of the long distance travel connected with the 9th house, or any of the pilgrimages planned by a Cancer Lagna native generally help them in getting rid of that baggage or of that hidden problem which is bothering them. And again guys, over here, because here we are talking about the energy of the Pisces, so a lot many times we do not even realize that there could have been a threat, because we are only 90% of the times what happen is that we are only grateful, we are only thankful for the things which we can see. Oh my god, I could have gotten into that accident but suddenly something happened and I got rescued, I got saved. Oh my god, I would have taken that wrong step in my profession, but suddenly because of the advice of that friend I got saved from making that big blunder. But these all are the things which are there as a part of your conscious awareness. But just because it's the energy of the Pisces, a lot many times we do not realize that how many times unconsciously there is some power, there is some energy which is all the time protecting us. And that is what the case in your for your Lagna is, that any of the long distance travel and pilgrimages undertaken by you somehow trigger the fruit and aspect of your ninth house as well, in the form of protecting you for something which is hidden, which is harmful for you, or it also helps you in getting rid of something which is negatively bothering you or affecting you. Moving ahead, guys, now for all the Leo Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, as you can see over here, that you will find the energy of the Aries right over there in your ninth house. So guys, now using the same house activation technique, one thing is for sure, that because in your ninth house now you have to blend two things, two entities. One is the qualities of the Aries and second is the qualities of the ninth house. So again guys, a lot many times it has been seen that for the Leo Lagna natives, any of the long distance travels undertaken by them, any of the pilgrimages undertaken by them generally proves to be very kind of hopeful in opening up some new chapter in their life. So let's say for example, if you have you think that you have fallen into a rut, or life is very monotonous, or pertaining to any specific area of your life where you are expecting some opportunities, some insights, some new beginnings. So generally any of the long distance travel, any of the pilgrimages undertaken by the Leo Lagna natives prove to be very fruitful in triggering that event in their life. So again guys, this is the same house activation technique and concept. Being a professional astrologer, being an enthusiast and student of astrology, definitely I remain observant, and basis my Lagna, I have seen this theory to be working. So now basis your Lagna, whatsoever you have encountered, you have experienced in the past, please feel free to share your views, your opinions in the comment section. But yes guys, basis the astrology principles and house activation technique which is tried and tested, you will definitely find this concept to be working out for you. Now guys, moving ahead, now for all the Virgo Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, as you can see that in your ninth house, you will find the energy of the Taurus. So guys, all what you have to do now is that you have to blend the two attributes. Now, first attribute is the qualities of the zodiac sign, which is the Taurus, and second is the attributes of the ninth house, which in itself tells about the pilgrimages, divine grace, luck, fortune. So now guys, basis the house activation technique, the way it is going to be working out for you is that for specifically anything to do with the when we talk about the finance, anything to do with the wealth, any insight, any of the new opportunity, any of the important financial big project, like rather I would say that for the Virgo Lagna natives, like let's say for example, if you are on a verge of some very important big deal, like this could be a case that you are about to launch your first showroom, you're about to release any of the creative project where you have put your heart and soul and years of research and hard work. So I would say that before the release of that work, planning or undertaking a pilgrimage, or this could be even travel as well, guys. This is how the remedies work. It's not like that, like the way I say this thing, that if you are going through a dasha, I got majority of the tattoos in my whole body when I was going through the dasha or time period of getting into accidents and getting operated on, and undergoing a lot of surgeries. That is the time when I got this. So this is how, if planets are hard bent on something, they will ask you to honor that energy. In which way you're gonna do that, that is dependent on you. So definitely being an astrologer, being a religious person, I will recommend a pilgrimage. But even after that, even if you will take a leisure trip or any of the long distance travel, somehow this will definitely trigger the prospect of your finance or financial opportunity or insight into any of the blockages which you might be facing in the matters of your financial portfolio. So guys, whatsoever your observation is, please feel free to write it in the comment section. Now guys, for all the Libra Lagna natives, my favorite Lagna. So guys, in your case, as you can see over here, that in the 9th house you will find the energy of the Gemini over there. So guys, you must have understood the whole concept. What we are trying to do is that we are trying to apply the principles of the house activation technique. That in itself means that if 9th house represents the attributes of luck, divine grace and fortune, and all what we have to do now is that we have to blend it with the attributes of the sign which is being present over there, which is the Gemini sign. So definitely guys, Gemini also has to do with the kind of your brand image, anything to do with the advertising, contacts, contracts, new agreements and all, registering new company, registering new logo as well. All of these are the general qualities and attributes of the Gemini. So guys, generally it has been seen that whenever the Libra Lagna natives, they undertake any of the pilgrimage, any of the long distance travel, it generally proves to be very fruitful for kind of, you know, getting into that new position, finding that contract which they are eyeing for. Let's say for example, you have been chasing someone, some important person, important deal for long, but suddenly out of the blue you travel some, you know, kind of pilgrimage, and the minute you came back after there, things took a very rapid turn. Or let's say for example, like, this is not something which I only want to emphasize on the predictive part, like rather I would want to recommend it as a remedy as well. Let's say for example, before if you are planning to launch any product, if you are planning to launch or start any new organization or get into agreement with something with the project, or you know, kind of that aspect is very deeply desired and needed and very important. So undergoing or planning a pilgrimage before that will definitely give you good omen. And generally guys, many times what happens is that in certain cases these days, through social media, through emails, through Zoom call, a lot of the things can be done virtually as well. But basis your Lagna, the kind of alignment which is taking place or getting formed over here, I would say that, let's say for example, if you can afford that and you have that time, you have that availability, so going on a personal meeting definitely will add a personal flair or touch in the deep sustenance of that relationship, in the longevity or sustenance of that project of yours which you are eyeing for. So yes guys, this is how the house activation technique works. All what we are trying to do is that if any of the attributes of the 9th house you will undertake, this will also trigger the qualities of the zodiac sign which is going to be falling over here. So I have seen that to be working in my life. This is my Lagna, people I closely know. What has been your experiences in this regard? Please feel free to write it in the comment section. Moving ahead guys, now for all the Scorpio Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, as you can see that in the 9th house you will find the energy of the Cancer. So guys, basis the house activation technique, all what we have to do is that we have to try to blend the attributes of the 9th house and we have to connect it with the attributes of the Cancer which is being falling over there. So 9th house, which tells about pilgrimages, which tells about long distance travel or divine grace or blessings. And when we talk about the Cancer sign, so guys, it has got a lot to do with your rejuvenation, with your emotions, with your peace, with something to do with the public, parliament, royal favors. So definitely guys, in whichever this is getting applicable in your case, let's say for example, you are an artist looking for some inspiration or insight for new project or new idea. You have given some successful hits in the form of the novel which you write or book you wrote, or you know, you are a musician, the music which you gave, the songs which you sang, but now you are lacking that inspiration for that new project. Or this could be the case that you are about to contest any of the important election. So in whichever capacity it is getting applicable in your case. Or this could be a case that for long you have been busy lately and only thing which you need right now in your life is peace, relaxation, rejuvenation. So generally guys, taking any of the pilgrimage or long distance travel generally works out very beautifully for all the Scorpio Lagna natives. Again guys, it's a tried and tested house activation technique. I'm not saying something on my end. It has worked for a lot many people. So all what you have to do is that future onwards as well, you have to remain observant of that, or even going down your memory lane, try to observe it. Like whenever you took some out of the blue long distance travel or pilgrimage, immediate after that, what sort of events got triggered in your life? I will look forward to your suggestions in the comment section. Now guys, for all the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that in the 9th house, you will find the energy of the Leo sign over there. So guys, all what you have to do is that you have to blend these two attributes. You have to blend the qualities of the Leo with the attributes of the 9th house. So if 9th house, which tells about the pilgrimages, if it tells about the long distance travel, of the fortune, divine grace, now you have to blend it with the general attributes of the Leo sign as per the house activation technique. So definitely guys, Leo sign, which is the sign of regality, royalty, magnetism, charm, originality, something new, something very innovative, something to do with the royal favors, something to do with the mass attention. So definitely guys, all what we can see over here is that specifically for the Sagittarius Lagna natives, basis the house activation technique concept, whenever you guys will undertake any of the pilgrimage, any of the long distance travel, it will definitely in one form or another form is going to be triggering the aspect of your 9th house as well. So let's say for example guys, basis my observation for your Lagna, it is very prevalent that any of the pilgrimage undertaken by you, and during that time, let's say for example you are awaiting any of the news of the promotion, about to start a new company, about to give a very important performance or release something very new. So generally it is very advisable that planning any of the pilgrimage or even wrapping up any of the long distance trip or foreign trip with your family, or this could be with your friends, will definitely somehow trigger the aspect or attribute of your luck, of your fortune as well. So yes guys, whatsoever has had been your experience in the past, like whenever you have undertaken some sort of last minute international travel or some sort of unplanned pilgrimage, so how immediate after that it has affected you? Have you actually felt this thing that suddenly people are recognizing you more, or any of the important project, important person you have been chasing, immediate after that travel, immediate after that pilgrimage, suddenly things happened very easily, things got eased out for you? So whatsoever have been your observation, I will look forward to your inputs in the comment section of this video. But yes guys, this is what the house activation technique says, that if you will indulge in the attributes of the 9th house, which has chiefly to do with the pilgrimages or which has to do with the long distance travel, it will also trigger simultaneously the attributes of the Leo as well, which has everything to do with the recognition, with the magnetism, with the mass kind of popularity as well. Moving ahead guys, and now for all the Capricorn Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, as you can see that in your 9th house, you will find the energy of the Virgo. So guys, all what you have to do is that you have to blend the attributes of the 9th house with the qualities and features of the Virgo in order to understand this house activation technique. So now, as you know this thing, that if 9th house, which tells about the pilgrimage, which tells about the long distance travel, which tells about the divine grace and blessings as well, and blending it with the attributes of the Virgo. Now Virgo, which tells about the any of the concerns of the difficulties on the account of this could be enemies, this could be any of the competitive situation, this could be anything to do with the health related concern, lawsuit related problem. So guys, has it happened with you that whenever you are in these kind of impasse, a deadlock kind of situation, like it is generally recommended and advisable to the Capricorn Lagna natives that if you are, like God forbid, if you are in any of the lawsuit related turmoil, so before any of the important court proceedings or court hearing, planning any pilgrimage might somehow will give you a additional divine protection, a shield of additional, a layer of additional divine protection as well. Or let's say for example, if pertaining to the matters of your health, irrespective of getting all the treatments done, you're not getting any insight, you're not getting any clarity. So some sort of travel, change of environment, change of surrounding, or again guys, here we are talking about from the attributes of the ninth house, which someone who is very religious, so like pilgrimage will be valid. And let's say for example, if you do not believe much in the pilgrimages, or you are in that part of country where taking that is not possible because of your other commitments, so even planning a international trip or long distance trip with your family or with your loved ones can also trigger, as per the house activation technique, other attributes of the sign which is falling in your ninth house, which is the Virgo, being more perfectionist and clarity in any of the competitive situation, health related concerns, debt related concerns as well. So guys, how your experiences has been in this area in the past, go down your memory lane and please write down your experience. It will definitely help us get more insights in this research forum, in this platform, in this community in YouTube. Moving ahead guys, now for all the Aquarius Lagna natives. So guys, for the Aquarius Lagna natives, as you will see in the ninth house, you will find the energy of the Libra sign over there. Now guys, all what you have to do is that you have to blend these two attributes. You have to blend the attributes and qualities of the ninth house, which tells about the pilgrimages, long distance travel, divine grace, luck and fortune, and blending it with the attributes of the Libra. So guys, all the attributes of Libra, which has to do with the partnership, which has to do with the commitment, which has to do with your public image, which has to do with your relationship as well. So guys, a lot many times it has been seen that because this is the house activation technique, if you are gonna trigger any of the attributes of the ninth house, which primarily tells about the travels, which primarily tells about the pilgrimages as well, this will also positively, constructively trigger the aspect of the attributes of the Libra sign as well. So let's say for example, has it happened in your case that when you have planned any of the pilgrimage, any of the travel, immediate after coming from that travel, suddenly your connection with your partner has got improved, your public image has got enhanced, you remain lucky in grabbing some more opportunities, or in your business there has been some more profit, more revenues, more clients. So yes guys, this is how the house activation technique works. It hardly matters that whether your ninth house Lord planet is exalted, is active in the dasha, antardasha or not, but this is a tried and tested house activation technique. If in one form or another form you're gonna indulge in the attributes of the ninth house, then it will also positively trigger the attributes of the zodiac sign which is falling over there, which in your case is the Libra zodiac sign. And lastly friends, for all the Pisces Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, in your ninth house, you will find the energy of the Scorpio being over there. So guys, all what you have to do is that you have to blend the attributes of these two entities. First entity is the ninth house, which tells about pilgrimages, which tells about long distance travel, divine grace, and the qualities and attributes of the Scorpio, which tells about secretive enemies, or any of the concerns of research, exploration, or mental anguish, or concerns of obsession and all. So guys, generally in this tried and tested house activation technique, it just states this fact that it hardly matters whether your ninth house Lord is active in the dasha, in the antardasha or not. If you're gonna indulge in one aspect or attribute of the ninth house, it will also trigger the attributes of the zodiac sign which is being falling over there. So guys, it is generally advisable to all the Pisces Lagna natives that if you are about to start or initiate any of the important project which is heavily invested in occult, which is heavily invested in research, scientific pursuit, or let's say for example from the past so long you have been dealing with the grief of losing someone very important, any of the concerns of mental anguish or fears and worries on the account of why everyone is suddenly turning against you, any of the concerns of challenges and threat on the account of hidden enemies. So indulging or like planning any of the pilgrimage, planning any of the long travel generally give relief, support and reinforce the positive aspect or attributes of the Scorpio in your ninth house. Again guys, It is a tried and tested house activation technique. So all what I expect out of you is that go down the memory lane and take into account that whenever in the past you have planned any of those kind of long distance travel or any of the unplanned pilgrimage, this could be by yourself, this could be with your family. So how immediate after that, after coming from those trips and travels and pilgrimages, how it has helped you in, have you felt more rejuvenated for any of the matters of research? Have you got some new idea? Have you got some new insight? Have you got some new funding, new support, new contracts signing up? So how it has helped you in order to deal with the attributes of the Scorpio? I will look forward to your suggestion and your experiences in the comment section of this video. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyavad.